FATEC Motion Module 10, Synchronization. This chapter focuses on the sync table in the motion control project. Introduces extensions of the Step 3 in the process of writing a motion control project. This chapter introduces the electronic gear in synchronization mode. This section introduces the basic usage and parameter settings for synchronization mode. Synchronization table is located under the motion sync control next to motion flow. These pages show the parameter groups in the synchronization table. These pages show the parameters of axis input. There are two modes in coordinate transformation. When coordinate transformation setting is set to same as input axis, it will use the values set in the axis table. When chose via sync parameter, the same effect can be achieved by setting according to the image in the lower right corner. This section introduces how to set the parameter in external input. When the input is an external reference, such as MPG, and the unit is degrees. Assume the MPG generating 2000 pulses per revolution, the coordinate transformation should be 360 degrees over 2000 pulses. Here is an example of motion flow to make M0 as the switch of synchronization mode of axis 1. There are two sync control blocks, one to enable synchronization and one to disable synchronization. And M0 is the switch condition to control the flow step. These pages show the explanation of parameters related to compensation in synchronization mode.
Next, demonstrate how axis 2 synchronizes axis 1.
First of all, you need to set up a switch for the synchronous mode of axis 2 to add a motion flow. Connect a standby flow block. Switch condition is M102 equals 1. Connect a synchronous control flow block.
Set axis 2 to open sync mode.
Switch condition is M102 equals 0. Connect a synchronous control flow block.
Set axis 2 to disable sync mode.
Connect a go-to flow block jump back to standby flow block.
In this case, the M102 is the synchronous mode switch for axis 2. Next, find the sync parameters in the motion sync control.
In axis 2 is slave, so select the table for axis 2 in the upper left corner. Axis 1 is the master, so go to main axis input and select the axis 1 command coordinates. Done.
Back to the PLC main program page. Connect M0 to enable the motion control.
DN coil connect to M1. M1 connect to all servo on coil. Connect axis 1, 2, 3 is servo on relays to M2. Connect M2 to motion flow start. To the point table to set axis 1 single axis speed mode. The speed is set to 150 millimeters per second. The acceleration time is 10 milliseconds. Download and run the PLC. Enable M0. Open the monitor table to monitor the current control mode. Switch to flow page. Turn on and turn off the M102, and axis 2 will switch to synchronization mode. Open the test run and run axis 1 single axis speed mode. Turn on M102. Turn off the M102. Demonstration complete. Next, demonstrate the handwheel MPG.
To control axis 1, the handwheel of demo box is connect to high-speed counter 4, HSE4. Go to the item setting, I/O configuration of the system configuration.
Enable HSC4. Select AB times 4. Select X8 and X9. Return to the synchronization parameters page of axis 1. Main axis input selects external input. Select HSC4. There are 100 divisions on the handwheel. Each slot adds 4 pulses, so there are 400 pulse inputs in one turn. Enter 400 in the coordinate conversion denominator. Suppose that every time the handwheel rotates, axis 1 advances 200 millimeters. Setup complete. Next, we will introduce how to use the special relay to turn on the synchronization mode. Connect M101 to special relay X, 1, S, Y, N, C, mode, on. Download and run the PLC. Execute M0. Open the monitor table to monitor the current control mode. Turn on and turn off M101 to switch axis 1 to synchronization mode. Turn on M101. Turn the handwheel in 1 revolution.
It can be seen that axis 1 also rotates 1 circle and advances 200 millimeters. Turn on M102. Turn the handwheel in 1 revolution.
You can see the handwheel control axis 1 and axis 1 control axis 2 in the same time. Demonstration complete.
Next, we will demonstrate how to set the synchronization magnification. Go to the synchronization parameters page of axis 2. Find the variable gears. Set the numerator to 2. Download and run the PLC. Enable M0. Turn on M101 and turn on M102. Spin the hand wheel. Axis 2 is twice as fast as Axis 1. Demonstration complete.
Parameter mapping during the synchronization mode. The table lists the item numbers of the parameters mentioned in this chapter in the mapping table. The parameter mapping value will not take effect until the next invocation, and the axis will not leave synchronization mode during the operation. Therefore, there is a special relay synchronization parameter apply immediately to apply the parameter immediately to the axis in synchronization control. Application. There is an external gray code encoder input for the slave axis in a fishing net machine.